In this video here, we're going to start the lunging process. We've just finished up with getting control over the feet, moving the hind end, moving the front end. So now we want to start taking the movement and bringing it out and taking them somewhere. And so what we're going to do is start off by getting in front of the horse. You want two eyes on. Actually, I'm going to turn a little bit here so you can see me here. So I'm going to talk to the hind end. I want her to get to face up to me. Now I think of it as I'm standing in the center of a big clock and my horse is on 12 o'clock. And then I want to send my horse out to either 2 o'clock or to 10 o'clock depending on which way I go. So we're going to go off to 2 o'clock and she's like, sure, let's go. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus out to 2 o'clock. And the reason why I put it on a clock like this is we tend to, when we go to ask our horse to lunge, is our hand draws back to 3, 4, 5 o'clock a lot of times. And when I do that, if I draw her like this, it's really asking her to come into me and through me, and I don't want that. I want her shoulder to get out onto the circle first and then go around. So I focused at 2 o'clock, and now I'm going to actually walk to 2 o'clock and ask the front to step out, and that was really nice. So she stepped out to 2 o'clock with the front end. She didn't take the invitation to go forward, but that's okay. At least she moved her shoulder out. So I can set up, move the hind end, get her focused on me. And now this is the new 12 o'clock, so we'll do it again. So I'm going to focus out to 2 o'clock. Everything about me is saying, bring your front out to 2 o'clock. Give her a little bit more rope. She chooses. She brought her front end out, which was well, and then she's kind of coming back to me. So I'll do it again. So wherever she's at, that's 12. I'm going to 2 o'clock, saying get your front end out there, and would you like to go someplace? And she goes a bit, she stops, she turns, she focuses in. I'd rather see that than her just go running off, because I know she's really checking in with me. So again, I go to 2 o'clock. I ask the shoulder to go on out there. Now to help her go forward, I can come back here a little bit with my stick. And I'm just kind of drifting with her. I'm not being real specific on where I want her to go. I just want her to step off and go someplace here. I am being specific about getting the shoulder out there, but after that, she can kind of just drift where she wants to at this stage. So that was pretty good. Now I'm saying, hey, I'm talking to the hind end. Now this is my new 12 o'clock, so now I'm going to go off to 10 o'clock. So I focus out to 10 o'clock, bringing her shoulder out there. So I step out with her, showing her this is where I want. I give her some rope and I allow her to go. And she has such a nice feel on her that any tension on her nose, she's like, oh, I'll stop again. So I'll bring her back over this way a bit. Really liking that about her. She's just real sensitive, real aware, and with me. So I focus off the 10 o'clock. I ask her shoulders to go on out, nose and shoulders, saying, out there, thank you very much, and give her a place to go. And just kind of go along with her. She's real curious. This is real nice. And I was Really good. So I'm going to invite her back in. If she doesn't take the invitation, then I'm going to talk to the hind end. And when I invite, it's like everything about me is saying, hey, would you like to come on to me? And it's almost like I'm receiving her for a hug in a way. So I'm inviting her to me. That time she came. But if she wouldn't, then I can go into a disengagement and talk to the hind end. Get the hind end to go away from me. Disengage. Tipping her nose to me. She just keeps going around and around. I keep shortening up the lead rope. There. Very nice, girl. Coming in, make sure I can rub and touch her. So she gets a little worried about that, so I'll come in with the stick. Coming in with my hand. Proving to her that it's all good, it's all okay. Yeah, there you go. And so I stopped when she stopped moving her feet there because she was a little worried, and then she let go and relaxed, so I quit, and it's like, oh, thank you. And with the green horses, it's like I'm focusing on one or two things, and that's all is the major focus. And we work on that, and then once we've got that, then we give one more thing. Once we get that, then we can add one more thing. And when you get in trouble is when you're asking for too many things too quickly, and the horse just gets confused and unsure what to do, and then it all gets scrambled in their head, and so then they just go and then usually run off or just get real sullen. So just remember that as you're working with your horse, is try to go, okay, if your horse isn't getting it, what's one thing that I can focus on? So here in the beginning of the lunging, the main thing that I'm focusing on is my clock. And can I get my horse to take his shoulder or her shoulder out to either 10 o'clock or to 2 o'clock? So that's really good. I'm going to take her towards the trailer, offer that to her. Not really. So the trailering is not what I'm wanting to necessarily do, but I'm going to offer that to her. So she took it, and then she got a little worried when the rope got, around her back. But she came out of it nice. So we'll set it up again. And see, when I'm asking her to come back this way, if she's not following that feel, I'm zigzagging back and forth. I'm never just holding straight ahead. And so now I'm going to set up, and we're going to go to 2 o'clock. So again, our focus is on our clock and getting the head and shoulder out to 2 o'clock. Get that shoulder out there. Good. Now I'm going to add one more piece here because she's getting the shoulder out there, but she's not really going forward. So I might bring my energy behind her wherever I feel like she needs it to help her to move forward. There. Because going this direction, she's pretty much every time, and she just move the shoulder but not go forward. And so I allow that. because she checked back in with me. So I'm going to talk to the hind end now, disengage, get her facing up to me. And I'm not doing a lot of backing up and all of that yet. So I'm adjusting my feet to accommodate for that. Because again, I don't want to add too many pieces in too early. And then I'm going to talk to the hind end here a little bit, just to straighten her up. And let's send her off to 2 o'clock again. Just taking that, saying, take your shoulder out there. Oh, thank you. And then I'm just going with her. Yeah. Really like that there. So she's paying attention. I'm getting control over that shoulders, both direction, and getting her to step off and out and starting to go around. And the best part of this is she's staying relaxed and connected with me. I really like that. So we'll leave her with that here today. And this is going to lead into the trailer loading. So in the next video, we'll play with that. So we'll see you there.